So today we're going to watch and react to 16 Children and Moving In.
The first time I saw her, I thought, this is the most beautiful girl I've ever met. I just knew that she was the one that I wanted for my life partner.
They are.
I said, Lauren, if this isn't the man that you have for me, I can't imagine anything better.
Goodness, she was so young when they got married. It's hard to think about a 17-year-old getting married.
Yeah.
We had product integrations for Campbell's and their V8 juice. Oh, that's a story.
What, the washer and dryer room?
No, the product integration.
Oh, yeah. Talk about it. What's going on, guys? We're back for another episode. And Ginger, it's been a minute since you and I have done a solo, just you and me.
It has been. I need to get the mic in the right position.
Yeah, sort it out. We haven't had a busy summer. We've had a good summer.
It has been. It's been good. I feel like it's a different pace. We've had some other things that fill up our summer as well, but a little bit of a slower pace. I mean, you're still working.
Gearing up for the school year.
Yeah, we have a lot happening, but it's been good.
Yeah, we just spent a week in a little beach town.
It was amazing.
About an hour and a half from us, near Summerland.
It was so nice.
I think Summerland's the coolest name of a beach town. When you have like a good 4 or 5 days at the beach where you can just chill.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's good for the soul.
Yeah, I think just getting that fresh air, letting the kids run off some energy. The one thing that you think about is like sand and kids. It's a whole thing.
Man, it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. Their swimsuits are like, getting a rash because it's rubbing and all the things.
The place we stayed had a outdoor shower with warm water.
Brilliant.
That was incredible.
So brilliant.
You just shower them off. And so you really don't track a ton inside.
Yeah.
It was cute. Evie would go down to the beach, and it's the difference between Felicity and Evie. So Felicity's a builder, right? So she's building these sandcastles with moats and walls. She's building a chair that's surrounded with seaweed.
And decorating it.
Decorating it with seashells. She's collecting shells and rocks. Evie goes in there, and for an hour and a half straight, or however long you're at the beach, she will find a rock, biggest rock, and throw it as far as she can.
And yell.
Jump up and down, giggling, yelling, grab another, throw it. It's so good. Daddy, throw rocks. So I'm sitting there throwing rocks into the water with her. And then she's not always aware of people around her. So I'm like panicking, running, because I see she's cocking the arm.
Oh, no.
And there's like kids, bodyboarding in front of her. I'm like, Evie, no. And she managed to hit no one.
That's incredible.
Which was wild. But there were a few close calls.
So scary. But it was fun.
Oh, it was awesome.
Relaxing.
Yeah.
We had ice cream almost every single day. And so we come home and we're going to start eating healthy again.
Yeah, we're gonna make the Volo house healthy again.
I like it.
But that's a good vacation. It does pass too quickly though, doesn't it?
It does, for
and
sure.
life gets back. You doing good? Everything good?
We're doing good. Yeah, we just have, Finn is 4 months old now. He's teething. And so that's been a new development.
That's made it a little harder for you,
chill baby. Yeah, he's the most chill baby. So, I mean, harder marginally. He still just sleeps through the night. He'll wake up.
Yeah, he does sleep through the night.
Maybe, at 5 a.m. to feed, or sometimes he'll sleep till 7:30.
Yep.
And he won't need to eat in the night. And so, but him teething, I just had a service guy in today who was like fixing the dishwasher, and he has a little one. He was talking about teething. And he's like, oh yeah, has he had a fever? Is he really cranky? And I said, oh, you know what? I think he's just more vocal. He just makes more sounds because he's chewing on everything. He's like, that's it. Like, but he's not like super cranky and irritable. And so he just wants to be held maybe a little bit more.
He's going to be an early talker.
I think so. And he moves, like he is so strong. That boy has been pulling his head up since, I think, as soon as we made it home from the hospital, he was literally starting to do crunches in his bouncy seat.
That's what every dad wants to hear. His feet were off the charts. He's tall. He's heavy. He's strong. He's going to talk. He's a big dog.
He's so cute. He's the sweetest little one.
Yeah. It's been fun. Okay. Well, today, here's what we're doing, Ginge.
What are we doing?
We've got an agenda for this podcast. And this is maybe a little selfish of me, but I love these episodes where we pull up an old Duggar show and you react.
Okay.
Because I get sucked into them because I see cute little Ginger.
You probably actually haven't seen many
No,
of these.
I have not seen.
You probably haven't
You know what's crazy?
watched the old shows.
Ginger, I have not watched much of the Duggar show at all.
That's crazy.
I remember a couple of episodes. Like I remember, and we should do a react episode to this sometime. But the when you guys got snowed in, or did we do a react to that? Like when you guys got snowed in,
We did.
That must have been one of our early podcast episodes. But that's a memory I have of.
I remember that one.
I remember that one. I don't remember watching. I do not think I've watched much of the shows. In fact, I was looking through some of the shows today because we're going to do, a few react episodes or whatever. And I was like, I have no idea. I've never seen these. And so
You're just seeing my life.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Which
It's
is
like
kinda
looking
cool.
through old photo albums. Like
Yeah.
that's what you do. I did that at your grandparents' house and seeing your time in, Finland and how you were playing soccer. And then like your grandma and grandpa, they were like at every single game, it seemed like, from their photo albums. And that was fun for me to look through.
Yeah.
And then now for you to be able to look through before you knew me.
It's like
those
watching
years.
Little Felicity.
That's crazy. I don't think I have, maybe I had the level of spunk that she has at some point, but I was a little bit more chill. I feel like she's more like you.
What? Spunk is what is spunk in parent lingo? That's like crazy. Like
High
when you
energy.
say she's got spunk, you mean like high energy.
And personality.
Yes, big
She
personality.
has a lot of personality. Bitch, I had a ton of personality as a kid. I definitely did, but it's different. Like,
Well, you were a little older too. Like this episode. So
Yeah.
today we're going to watch and react to 16 Children and Moving In. And
remember that
you
show.
were probably 11 or 12.
yeah, it was when we moved into the big house
Yeah.
because I remember that one.
And do you remember how old you were or no?
It
I mean,
was
you'll
Joe's,
see.
It was Joe's birthday.
Oh, you know what? Actually,
I
Ginger,
remember it being Joe's birthday, I think.
there's a
or
clip. I
Josiah's.
think you're 11. I think it says Ginger 11.
Oh,
So we should watch it.
crazy. Let's watch it.
And if you're not watching this on YouTube, if you're listening to this, obviously you'll hear the audio and figure out what's going on. So stay tuned. But I'm really curious because a lot of these things I think will trigger memories for you.
Okay, I'm excited.
So let's get into it. We should start with the introduction
Let's
because
do
the
it.
intro was different than the 14 children and pregnant again.
Okay, let's see it.
I'm Mommy Michelle and our newest addition, little Johanna Faye.
I'm Jim Bob, and this is Jackson.
These are so cute.
Joanna, Josiah, Joseph, Ginger, Jessa, Jill,
John,
Jana,
Joshua, and just one more time so you really get it.
Jana,
John.
Jill, Jessa, Ginger, Joseph, Josiah, Joanna, Jeremiah, Jason, James.
This is Jackson, and I'm Jim Bob.
Do you remember that? Doing that intro?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What
that
fence
was,
were you on?
That was at our rental house, and so we
Really?
were standing on that fence. That fence it felt like it was going to fall apart. So I'm surprised we actually.
Was it one
were
of
all
those
able to
plastic
hang on.
ones that's hollow?
It's like 3-tiered, and it's those plastic hollow ones that like kind of snap in, and if you stand on them, they break. So I don't know. That was funny. But in the background, you see a fire station.
Yep.
Because our rental house, this is the rental house we talked about on the podcast before, where they said they were going to rent to us only because they were going to tear their house down afterwards.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then they ended up not tearing it down. As far as I know, it's still standing. It's like an insurance company, the house is now. But there was a cow field in between us and the fire department. And it was so fun because the fire department, like I said before,
Yeah, they
would
spray
spray their hoses over the fence, and then we'd go back there and play in it.
You know what's funny about that is your childhood. I was watching Jerry Seinfeld talk about raising kids, and he was saying you don't want to make everything easy for the kid because that doesn't build character.
Yeah.
You don't want to give them or not give them what they need. But there's like this healthy struggle that parents want to keep their children in of like, you don't problem solve everything for them. Don't always give them their favorite thing. This isn't like life on a silver spoon or in a silver platter. They've got to work for stuff and figure it out because that'll help build character and they'll appreciate things. And, I'm just thinking about your childhood and it's like, you have this core memory of in the summertime cooling off in the water because the firehouse next door would be testing their hoses.
So funny.
Like, that's wild.
It wasn't like all the time, but if we happened to notice they were doing it, we'd go back there. And I don't even recall if they knew we were back there because it was a tall fence. It was a tall fence and we would be in the field behind. And so, yeah.
So they're just spraying it and kids are just having the time of their life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's like a cool core memory because it's special. And it's like no parent would plan that, you know. And I think we're like, our generation of parents are like, we want to make everything perfect. Let's go to, you know, the water park and pay $1,000 for everybody's tickets and make sure everybody has snacks. And it's like, kids they just need to
be outside.
They just need a cow pasture with a firehouse next door and they'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah. One of our friends does that so well. I feel like they have very little toys and their kids just play outside, or their kid, one right now who's able to be mobile. She just runs around and is like, you know, just living that outdoor life. And I kind of love that. So yeah, that was my childhood for sure. In that rental house, it was such an interesting place to be because we went from the house that I was born in, moved to the rental house. And being at that rental house was where, I mean, it was like a big transition for us to move into this house because it took 3 years for my family to build the big house.
Wow. Well, we'll get into that too. So let's watch the next. Hey guys, we're going to take a quick break from this episode to talk to you about Function Health.
We chose Function because it's the only health platform that gives you access to the kind of data that most people never see.
Yeah, inside Function, you can test over 160 biomarkers from your stress to inflammation. It's incredible. You have access to your health. It's going to show you how you're doing.
Yeah, you can also access multi-region MRI and CT scans, all tracked in one secure place over time. It's an enhanced view of what's happening in your body.
Yeah, every year, this season shows up with the same demands: new routines, shifting weather, a heightened focus on immune health. Most people think preparing means stocking up on vitamins and hand sanitizer, but real preparation starts inside your body long before the first cough or cold. Whether you're sending kids back to school or just stepping into a busier season yourself, it's time to recalibrate with Function Health to see what your immune system needs and fill the gaps early. So you need to be checking your vitamin D, your zinc, vitamin E, ferritin, white blood cell counts, cortisol. I mean, this is stuff that we should be aware of what's happening in our body. Okay, so go to functionhealth.com/ginger and learn more using our link. The first 1,000 people to sign up will get $100 credit toward their account.
Visit functionhealth.com/ginger and use gift code GINGER100 at sign up to own your health.
All right, guys, we're going to talk about Every Plate. I'm going to head this one up, Ginge, this ad, if you don't mind, because Ginger's a phenomenal cook. She doesn't believe it, and she doesn't say it about herself, but she is. I am not. My cooking mode is survival until Every Plate. Every Plate gives you all of the ingredients to make healthy meals at a fraction of the cost. So I'm not just eating like TV dinners.
And it's super convenient because it's all shipped to your door. That's the thing that we love the most about Every Plate.
Yeah, and so you're going to spend less on these flavor-packed, like restaurant quality meals without breaking your budget. And you get to stay home, which, by the way, this season of life, we used to be all about going out to eat. Not anymore. If you're anything like us, we've got 3 kids. I want to stay home. I just want to stay home. I don't want to go to a movie theater for date night. I don't want to go I just want to stay home. And Every Plate lets us do that.
So what are you waiting for? Dig into these flavor-packed meals that the entire family will enjoy.
Yeah, and here's the deal. For our listeners, you can enjoy a meal for $1.99. That's insane. So go to everyplate.com/podcast. Use code GINGER, JINGER 199 for $1.99 meals. That's crazy. And get started.
Now back to the episode.
Saying there are too many children is like saying there's too many flowers.
Mini golf is like the favorite pastime of the Duggars.
Yeah,
We are so
it
thankful
is.
for each one of them. And each one of them are thankful to be here also.
That was Locomotion.
You told me about Locomotion.
Oh my goodness. I feel like maybe we went there one time in Arkansas. If not, if they're still open when we go back.
Is that the
then
place where
it'd be great.
they had water next to the mini golf and they have go-karts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
But it's not the nice one. It's an old one.
well,
We went
you and
there.
I filmed at one for the show when we were dating. We filmed at one.
I think it was that one.
Do you think it was a big red barn?
It was
Big red. Oh, maybe I'm making that
It was
up.
white and with red lining around it.
Yeah, I could be remembering.
So I'll show you a picture of it and see if it's the same place, or we'll just see if there's a show.
Let me see. Locomotion in, where would it have been? Rogers?
Springdale or Fayetteville.
No.
I think it was on the border of those two, or Johnson or Fayetteville. But Locomotion was a place that we would go for our birthdays, and we could
this
go,
is it. Yeah.
Okay,
This is it.
yeah. We would go there and ride a go-kart, or we would do
Wow.
arcade games and bumper,
Yep.
those little bumper boat things.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they are.
Where you spray each other?
Yeah, you spray each other and you're in those like little things. That's what we did then. I forgot about that.
Wow, that's crazy. So do you
have a
remember
better
going there
memory.
as a kid?
Yeah, we went there all the time. And that was, but I say all the time, whoever the birthday person was would go. Because we couldn't take the whole family all the time. That we went because they were filming.
I like what your mom said, saying there's too many. Because
That's so
I think right
sweet.
before it was like,
Clips
people
from
always ask, why do you have so many kids or something?
Yeah.
And her response, did you
That's
ever
so
hear her
big.
say that?
I think I just remembered it from the show. I don't know if she would quote it all the time. I couldn't remember from when I was a kid. So that's so sweet.
Saying there's too many kids is like saying there's too many flowers.
Yep.
It's cute.
So good.
Okay, so this next clip is a bit of your parents' love story being told.
Mm-hmm.
And this would have been like the first time people are being introduced to it. Because this is this the third show?
This is the
Is this
third,
16
whatever.
kids and moving in? Or 16 kids and moving in.
16 kids and moving in, 16 children and moving in. On the road with 16 children may have been before or after. I don't remember. We'd have to see.
But yeah, I'll have to find that one. But then this would have been like your parents are being introduced to the world.
Yeah.
So this love story, how it's kind of being told, because we've heard it a million times and they've told it in the books and whatever. But this would have been the first time it's on TV.
For sure. This is when they introduce more of their life and the background story.
I met Michelle on church visitation, and when the first time I saw her, I thought, this is the most beautiful girl I've ever met. And when I heard her talk, I just knew that she was the one that I wanted
Look
for my
how
life
young
partner.
they are.
I said, Lauren, if this isn't the
She
man
still
that you
looks young.
have for me, I can't imagine anything better.
They got married in 1984. My mom was my age, 17, and my dad was 19.
Crazy.
17 and 19.
Yeah.
How about that hairstyle from your mom?
Dang. I like it. Stacked bangs.
Yeah,
Triple
is that what they're
stacked
called?
bangs. Yeah.
Triple stack?
Jana had them for a while.
Did she really?
I think hers was just double stacked. Yeah. So my mom, goodness, she was so young when they got married. My dad had his real estate license. I think my mom, or they got it. They got their real estate license. I should know this because they've told the story so many times. And they were just young, in love, got married. And it's hard to think about a 17-year-old
I know.
getting married.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, they have to have their parents sign off on it.
It's hard to think of your mom at 17 and your dad at 19. Like, because you've known him your whole life. I've only known him,
Yeah.
in
That's
their
so crazy.
their older years. That's
Yeah.
not right. In the years they're in now.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
to think of that, like, they're young. I mean, they've got, well, I was going to try to equate it to
They
their
didn't
kids,
have-
but they've got a bunch of
well,
kids.
they
who are-
didn't have kids for the first 3 years of marriage or 4 years.
Right. So they waited a good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once they had their first, then it was like,
Right, one after
pretty
another.
much dominoes after
Right.
that.
But yeah, that's young. Is that surreal for you to see your parents on their wedding day? Their wedding photo?
It is so wild. Yeah, I've seen it so many times. But it is really sweet to just see and to think of how crazy it must have been for them looking back at that now and seeing how life has taken off and how many kids they have. They probably never guessed what would happen. you
Well,
know?
at that point they had, when they were married, I was going to say at that point they had 16, but when the show came out, they had 16. But my goodness, so they must have been, well, how old do you think they were when the show came out? If they were married at 17 and 19 and they had 16 kids at this point?
They were in their 40s.
40s.
Yeah.
At that point. Okay.
40s.
How old was your mom when she had Josie?
Josie, she was 40.
Are you gonna
I think she was 46.
Google it, or?
Yeah. She was 42, actually. I was mistaken.
Wow.
She was 42 when she had Josie.
So they're in their 30s here, Ginge. At 16 kids? Because they had 3 more. So she's probably 30.
And then she was 45 when she had Jubilee, which was the 20th,
right.
which she lost.
So she probably was 38 here or so, which is my age. I'm about to be 38.
Man, we're slacking.
Yeah, we are slacking. We're behind. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
We want to take a break from this episode to tell you about Brooklyn Bedding.
Yeah, Brooklyn Bedding makes it easy to upgrade your sleep. What I loved about Brooklyn Bedding, when we started with them, we needed a new mattress, ordered it. Ginge, it was at our door a couple days later. I remember coming downstairs going, what is that? You're like, it's the bed.
Oh, yeah. And we didn't even have the proper bed frame for it yet. So that was the sad thing. We were like,
we weren't even
whoa.
prepared.
I mean, we
got
thought
there
we
so
were going to
fast.
have the bed frame there before the bed arrived. And that mattress was at our door.
Oh, we ordered it thinking like, okay, we'll go find it. And I was like, okay, now we got to get a bed.
Yeah.
And then we had to upgrade everything. So it was incredible. Brooklyn Bedding has been the best night's sleep. It's fast, convenient. It comes rolled up. It rolls out. If you haven't tried Brooklyn Bedding, you have to go to their website, look through the options. You will not be disappointed. When we say upgrade your sleep, we mean upgrade your sleep.
I actually miss my bed when I'm gone. That's how much I miss it. And I actually stayed in another place. I was sleeping on a bed the other night and I was like, this is so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable. I need my bed. So I'm telling you,
BB, we need BB.
it's the best. Brooklyn beds are the best.
Okay, so here's what you got to do. Go to brooklynbedding.com, use our promo code JJ at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else, so it's for our podcast listeners. brooklynbedding.com, use our code JJ. You won't be disappointed.
Now back to the episode.
All right, this is you guys
There's
at
Janice,
dinner time.
Janice Bangs.
This is in the rental house, right?
Yes, this is a rental house. That table, oh my goodness.
There you
It
are.
came from an auction.
Oh, really?
It's a conference table. I love it. James is so cute. So that table, it was from, I believe, from an auction. And it was like, yeah, it was a conference table. So it wasn't just straight. It bowed out on the sides so you can see each other down the other end. And I don't know.
Oh, that's cool.
I feel like it was probably like,
Or good
how many
little
feet
dinner.
was that? 15, 20
Oh, my
feet?
goodness. I don't know. There's
It's
16 kids around it.
It's a very long table.
Yeah.
And we used that thing for so many years. We would always go to auto auctions, estate auctions, home auctions, like all these things. We would go to tons of auctions growing up. And it was so much fun. You never knew what you were going to find. You get major bargains on things. And that table was one of them.
Do you remember how much it was?
I don't remember. But when we moved into the big house, which we'll get into on this episode, we didn't need that table anymore. So you know what we did with it?
What'd you do?
We gave it to the Bates.
Did you really?
And they didn't have a way to transport it to Tennessee. It's like such a long drive. I think it's like 14, 16 hours, something like that. But they didn't let that stop them. They flipped it upside down and strapped it onto the top of their 15-passenger van, if I remember correctly.
Oh, my word.
And there is like this old Peter van. I loved it. And we just passed it on to them and they used it for so many years. They might still have it. I don't even know. And then because we were given new tables for the show.
Sure.
Brand new tables, 2 new tables. They were not, they weren't long enough.
The one you still have there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the big one?
That's the ones from the show.
No way.
2 of them. They had to put 2 together. And there's a funny story about that table too.
What is it?
Oh my goodness, it's kind of gross actually, but
Oh, good. Tell
they
us.
gave us those 2 tables for the show. And when they staged the house, it's like any home show when they're like probably like even extreme home makeovers, you know, they stage the homes, but you can't keep everything you see that was in the shot. So they bring everything in on these trucks, brand new lamps and decorations and bedding and everything. And once the show was filmed, they had to take back some of that, which was kind of funny because we were like, oh, wait, what can we keep? And they took back like throw pillows.
Seriously?
And they left us with bedding, like the actual bedding. And I don't know, sometimes you just have to ask, like, what can we keep? They left us with these massive ceramic plant holders which sat up on little, they were like little stools. It was the worst thing they could have left because they were expensive. They were really expensive. And those things got knocked over. We ended up, I don't think there would be one left by now, but they had a whole bunch of them all around the house and they were huge and they held plants. And so anyhow, the kids, one after another, somebody would knock them over or guests would come over and they'd feel terrible. They'd be like, oh no, my kid broke your big pot. And we'd say, oh, it's okay. It's just another one, you know. They kept breaking because they'd ride scooters in the house or tricycles and things would get knocked into it, or a kid would throw a football across the house and it would break. So it was interesting though, because that's part of TV is like you can wear something and like on shoots, you're given clothes to wear, but then you need to return it. So the same thing with that. It was like prop. But with the tables, we were going to keep the tables. And so
they're big wooden tables.
Yeah. And actually, I'm going to have to see. I think they gave us chairs that they had to return. Maybe all the dining room chairs.
It's not a good idea to give a family with 16 kids.
No, I could be mistaken.
But
so
then
I'm
like
actually
something you have to
see.
return, that's going to get destroyed.
I know. But I think that's what happened. But I could be mistaken. So regardless, the table was there, but the table was like this, it looked like a reclaimed wood almost, but the table had grooves in it. So the first few times the kids ate something at it, like it literally seeped down into the wood. It wasn't sealed. And because the show was being filmed, they literally brought the stuff in and we were on a time crunch. So they bring everything in, stage it, and then we film and then we eat. And there were a couple things like you thought, okay, these people don't have kids because they're not thinking about certain things.
Right.
They had us go to eat our breakfast at the table before it was sealed. So then you literally have cereal, you have mashed potatoes stuffed into the cracks of the table. So we went with like a butter knife and we're trying to scrape out the food. This is, you can just, you know, it doesn't matter how long you wait. If you wait one meal, it's going to be destroyed. So,
Ginger,
so we're scraping that out.
We've got 2 kids at the table and it's...
Oh, yeah. It's total disaster every time they eat. So we're like scraping that out and then they sealed it. But when they sealed it, I think because there was some food on there were a couple fruit flies that got sealed in the table. It's so nasty. But I mean, that's what happens. It was like gnats or fruit flies
still there?
Probably. I don't know, unless it's been resealed, but that was my memory. Now, I could be wrong, but that's how I remember the story going. And then
we
the
need
other
to go
thing,
back to your house and find the fruit flies.
Yeah.
The 25-year-old fruit flies.
But this is the other thing. So with that, I remember there was something about when we sat down at the table. I haven't seen this show in I don't even know how many years, but I think we made these placemats for the table. Another terrible idea for somebody who did not have kids. Made placemats. Went to my mom's beautifully organized photo albums and pulled out actual memories, like actual photos, and cut those up, cut the photos up, and put them on a placemat. So like Jed would get photos of him from all different seasons in his life. We don't have copies of these. These are like the actual photos. And then you glue them onto this like board. And then you set it on the table. No covering, no plastic on top. And that's supposed to be your placemat.
Oh my.
Isn't that a terrible idea? So I think I still have mine. I actually just got it. That was in that box of stuff my mom gave us.
Oh, I want to see it.
Keepsakes. But I'm pretty sure it was from the day we moved in. Oh, yeah.
Can you go get it?
Do I know where it is? I could probably find it.
Do you want to go get it? Go get it.
Right. The second?
Yeah. All right. So Ginger, you got your mat. Here's
I can't remember what show we made this for.
You eating. That's the table. So we'll put that up. It's only like maybe they didn't air that.
They might not have, because this was, I believe these were, if it was in my memory correctly, these were sitting at the table. We literally chopped up photos. Some of them had like circles or whatever.
Yeah, from the cups and plates, you mean?
No. This is just different designs, but they literally had us make placemats that were not covered or sealed.
Let me see that.
For the table.
So you would put your food on this?
You're supposed to.
Did you eat on this?
I mean, probably. I don't know. Or maybe we moved them to the side. But those are all my pictures.
That is the cutest. Look at that picture of you in the middle.
It's crazy.
That is
So crazy.
that dry? What is that?
I don't know what it is.
That's a funky
It's
material.
a weird board, but yep.
Wow, that is wild.
Insane.
It's crazy when watching a video like this and all of a sudden the memories come flooding back.
Goodness.
Okay, so let's keep plugging along here because then you guys go shopping. Let me see if I have this.
Oh, yeah, we did.
All right, this is
Obvious, we go through a ton of food.
Going grocery
For us,
shopping with the
something
family.
as simple as grocery shopping is a major operation.
Probably today we will buy like 24 cans of milk. We're going to buy a case of butter, which probably will have 48 in a case. And
Wow.
we'll stock up with
Burritos.
frozen burritos, as many
Bean
as they've
burritos.
got. So we're going to fill up the freezer
Yep,
and the
bean
pantry
burritos.
today.
is that
Enjoy doing your acrobatics.
I was gonna say, is that
Between the
typical?
carts.
You guys all just like scattering around the store to go get stuff?
Well, it was $637. We got 7 cart loads, which is a little under $100 a cart, so that's pretty good. All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Imagine what those prices would be today.
Oh, yeah.
I
Insane.
mean, he spent
Aldi still is
$700
cheap.
for 7
Cartloads full.
cartloads of food.
Insane.
That's got to be
Been double that.
$2,000.
Yeah. It's crazy to see this because that was normal. I think we may have had more carts given we were filming, and so maybe there was an additional amount, but we would easily blow through that food, because
7 carts. Who's pushing 7 carts of groceries through the store?
well, that's the side of it where for this scene, we all more of us probably went to the store than usual. But typically, we could get anywhere from 3 to 4 carts of food. And so mom would take a couple of us to help. And then what we would do is we'd get a case of cereal. We got the honey nut cereal. Every once in a while, we would get a special kind for a birthday or something.
Fruit Loops?
That was rare, which I'm glad that my mom was healthy about that. She would she tried to keep things more healthy.
Right.
And we'd get so many gallons of milk. The case of butter, this is brilliant. My mom always just got a massive case of butter, and then we'd put as many containers in the fridge we thought we were going to use. The rest went straight into the freezer. And so we always had frozen butter in the freezer, which I don't know if everybody does that, but it's something that I do to this day because butter is something you always need, you always run out of. And so she would just get it at Aldi because it was cheaper. And then she'd pull out the sticks as she needed it and let it thaw. And then we get cases of the thing we got at Aldi. This is what we got. And this is why we would fill up so many carts every single time we went. We got canned goods. We got so many canned good things. So we ate a lot of canned fruits. We also ate regular fruit too, more like apples and oranges and bananas. And we ate canned chili beans, which I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast yet, but it's something that I have our girls eat all the time and I love it. We'll just open a can of mild chili beans, pour it in a bowl, heat it up for a second or don't heat it up and eat it just like that.
That's the difference between you and me.
It's so good. And then other canned things that are super good. A can of tuna. You eat it plain. It's great. Or you put a little barbecue sauce or mustard in it.
Oh my goodness.
And it's really good.
Tuna with barbecue
And so
sauce.
I do tuna all the time for lunches. If I
Bumblebee
just don't want
tuna.
to cook, then I do that. And then canned goods of
Wow.
green beans. Canned green beans are so good. So good with little salt and vinegar. So that was my childhood.
Incredible.
Cans and cans. We get flats of canned goods. And then when we go to the checkout, this is the thing. You don't put everything on the belt.
Right.
You
can't put 7 carts on the belt. That would take 45 minutes to check out. How long did it take your family to check out at the grocery store?
Oh, it always took a long time. And my mom, my sweet mother would be like, it's okay. You can go in front of us. It's okay. You can go in front of us because she knew that it was going to take a minute.
How long?
I don't know. They're fast at Aldi. Did you see that guy? Watch him scan stuff.
20 minutes?
He's tick, 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 tick. He probably had it through within 10, 15 minutes.
Wow.
Pretty impressive. But with the canned goods, I remember we'd always have to stack the flats in order. And it was like a whole thing. Like you have to stack all the green beans together, the 3 cases of green beans. Make sure you stack the cases of chili beans because mom would be like, go get 2 cases of chili beans. You go get this. But when we came back, we need to make sure we stacked them together. And then you take 1 can out immediately out of the flat. Because otherwise, when you stack 10 flats up, you can't get it out. So we'd always take 1, we'd put it in the cart, take a can out and put it up in the front.
Wow.
You put it up in the child seat. And then that way it was ready to check out.
Yeah,
So it saves you time. And then when we got home, this was the cool part. So my dad, it's cool to me. I don't know if it's cool to everybody else. He worked at a grocery store for years. And so he had a system of how the pantry was going to be organized. So I think, is there a clip of that on there when we organize it? I don't know if there is. But when we would get home, we carry in all the groceries and we put them on the floor of the pantry. We would not put everything away immediately. It was like all the refrigerated stuff and frozen stuff went in the freezer and fridge, but there was always a system for it. So my dad, he loved having it organized like a grocery store.
Yeah, watch this. There's the pantry.
You may remember our old pantry. At 325 square feet, this one is almost 3 times the size.
That was when
and
we
with
had
a roll-up door at the back.
Wow.
We can pull the van
Do you see all
right
that
up
food?
to unload. We've got 3 locker-sized
We had product
freezers
integrations for
and
Campbell's
more than
and
50 shelves to fill.
V8. Their V8
One
juice.
lonely washer and dryer behind
that's a
closet
story.
Door, that's
What, the washer and dryer room?
No. The product integration.
Oh, yeah. Talk about it. What happened?
Okay. So what I was going to say back before I jump into that, my dad would organize, he taught us to put the flats in. So if you have 4 flats of beans, you put 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and you take a box knife and you cut off the front of the thing to where they slide to the front. You cut off the box that's holding it. And then you turn all the cans to where they're straight in the front. So that was just something we did. And then once you use something, you pull everything to the front and it looks like a grocery store. So that's how our pantry was all the time.
Crazy.
And then, so when we moved into the big house, we had some product integration, which is basically like an ad, but it's without doing it. It's like, It's on your shelf. So in the pantry there, you saw Campbell's soup everywhere. Like, I think they filled up the entire, it's basically like a garage bay. That's what it was. It was a garage bay with store shelving in it. And they filled all that up with Campbell soup product. And we also, I think it was a Swiffer ad. So one of the kids is using Swiffer at some point. But the Campbell soup stuff, a lot of it was really good. And then they had a couple things that were absolutely disgusting. And I'm trying to remember what it was. There was a juice. And we were so frugal. Like, we were just raised that way. You know, you don't waste anything.
Right.
It's good. I like it. So, but there was a time where we tasted this stuff and we were like, oh my word. It tasted like rotten. Something was rotten in it. And it was like a soup or a juice. And so we had to find ways to try to eat it. And finally, my parents were like, no, you don't have to. We're not eating this. It's that gross. We're going to throw it away.
Wow.
But all the other Campbell's products were great. I didn't know what it was, but it was absolutely disgusting. I just remember, I think it was like a soup or something. And then we ate so much Italian wedding soup because they gave us cases and cases and cases of it.
Wow.
And then they gave us this V8 juice that they gave us the typical V8 juice, which is like that red blend. Mm-hmm. Not great. But then they gave us the V8 juice smoothie, which was pink. And it was like, we didn't love it at room temp. And when you put ice in it, it was gross. I'm just giving a little thing. This is a memory. This is a core memory here. So we realized if you put it in the freezer for like 30 minutes or an hour in the deep freeze, it starts to make it like a slushie.
Oh,
and then you take it out and you can stomach it.
No, you can't.
So we would
That's
do
not
that.
good.
It was a V8 smoothie. And it looked like a fruit one. So it was more decent than the other V8 stuff. So yeah, that was our product integration on the show. All those things were memories. We cooked with
I
V8
can't
stuff.
think of a V8 smoothie.
Yeah, we cooked with all the Campbell stuff for forever. Anyhow,
That's incredible.
that was details no one wanted to hear.
No, that's cool. I like it. Okay, so check this out, Ginge. This is the actual building of, there's a few more clips here. This is the actual building of the house. And you have a really cute reaction at the end here, but watch this. Well, not really cute. I think it's cute because you're in it as a little girl.
And we were very curious about that. And we really wanted a large open span to have a huge living room area and a kitchen area so our family can spend time together.
And it's also termite safe, fire safe, and it can withstand winds up to like 150 miles an hour.
And we ended up buying 2 of these kits and sticking them side by
Oh, yeah,
side
they
together. And it gave us 7,000 feet. It came with the siding, the roofing, all the steel studs for the inside, millions of nuts and bolts.
And he called me on the cell phone and he said, Michelle, I've got the biggest
Tinker Toy project I've ever seen.
We need help.
Clark Wilson and his family, they are dear friends, and he offered to help us.
Taught us about welding and cutting and how to do all this from the
He
ground
drilled
up.
through his hand a couple
Put a
times, I
little
think,
gas.
and kept working.
Really?
a little
That's who
oxygen.
Clark Wilson was.
All right, John David.
He just duct
put,
taped his
on
hand
the
and
edge
kept
of the
going.
steel. Now give it a little oxygen. Move it. Move it as you go. Come toward me with it.
Put the first section together and started in. And
So you guys built this steel home. See
I
the
mean-
cute little Ginger at the end there?
I didn't build it. I helped with some projects, but I didn't build the whole thing. The guys worked most on it, and then we would go out there and spend our weekends a lot going out to the house. And it was a massive, like you said, two massive home kits, or I think they were steel home kits.
Yeah.
They put them together, but when they bought them, they weren't thinking, "Oh no, like we're gonna be able to just put them together." He thought. But then he realized, he was like, no, this isn't working. They don't actually fit together. So that's where Clark Wilson came in and was a welder. And he came and made it fit and made it into one home. And that was a whole thing. So that took so much time. And we would go out there and see all the project as it was happening. So right there's like that foam insulation.
Yeah.
We went out there to this other home that was in the area, watched them do demos of spraying the insulation, saw if we liked it, then we got it in our house.
Wow.
And then the boys learned a ton of stuff. And then we also did too, but we were not there all the time. We'd be at home doing our schoolwork or something like that. And
But Clark Wilson, he was a buddy of your dad's.
yeah,
I don't know if I met Clark. Did I meet Clark?
I feel like you might not have. He's since passed, which is super sad. But he was amazing to just come and help with everything.
Good.
But the other thing was, it was kind of a bummer. So a couple things that we put in the house, in the big house, that we ended up not using that much. PEX pipe was one of them. We used it for
really?
a while, and then I think it was connected to a furnace. So to heat the floors, instead of just having it
The furnace is in here too.
crazy, the green furnace.
Yeah.
So instead of having the floors heated through electricity or through solar or something like that, it was all heated through that wood stove. So you had to keep fire in it
Yeah, that's a lot.
to keep the floors heated.
Right.
And so that's how I remember it, at least. And so I think that we ended up just not using that much. Also, there was a vacuum system in the walls of the house. But it's crazy because they put in that entire system to be like, next level, where you just plug a mop into the wall and it just cleans. You can steam clean your floors.
Right.
You can vacuum. But that thing did not last long at all. And I think who knows, maybe it got socks stuck in it, and who knows what they sucked up in the side of the wall. And so things like that, where you realize, okay, it's not practical in
Right.
the moment. It seems like the newfangled technology,
Right.
it's going to be great, but
Yeah.
the floor heating should have just been
Right.
electricity.
Wow, that's crazy. It's quite a project. So check this out. This can be one of the last ones, but this is, oh no, there's one more I got to play, but this is cute little Ginger talking about what she's excited about moving into the new house. Look at this.
What I'm looking forward to in the new house is the kitchen, because there's a lot more space. A spot where I could hide,
Little sigh.
and so no one would find me. In the new house, we're gonna have a lot of space so we can play tag more better.
Oh,
My idea of the perfect dream house is a lot of bathrooms. We want a lot of bathroom space. A lot of bathrooms. I'm really looking forward to having more bathrooms.
oh my goodness.
Bathrooms was an issue.
It was
For
an
issue.
issue.
So they were just
I love
like all
how
the kids.
all the young kids, like we should be saying the playroom, but everybody mentioned the bathrooms.
The bathrooms, please.
Because the bathroom situation in our old homes,
Yeah,
we
it's
always
tight.
had to just, wait to go to the bathroom
Yeah,
or
that's
to get
wild.
a shower or a bath. I mean, there was always I didn't feel like it was terrible, but at the same time, we were so excited because I think that the big house has maybe like 9.5 baths or something.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's wild.
Okay, last clip here, but I love this because it has a clip of Broomball. So we just put up, or we're about to put up
Let's go.
soon here on our YouTube channel, a vlog of us playing Broomball.
Our trip to Arkansas.
And so I see this and I'm like, this is a clip from Broomball
That's wild.
20 years ago.
Oh my
So
goodness.
check this out.
If there wasn't a buddy system, we'd all be going in 15 different directions and nothing
No
would get
helmets.
accomplished. The buddy system is about mentoring, and so the older ones help the younger ones with things such as picking out what clothes they want to wear
The
that
Clifford
day.
pajamas,
Just
I
things
remember
throughout the
those.
day that help them keep up with the little ones.
Oh my goodness.
We'll have to get into the buddy system in another episode.
Yeah.
But because that theme keeps coming back.
That's
but I just
wild.
thought that Broomball clip.
That's
funny?
so crazy seeing us running around. That was before
Yeah.
they required us to wear helmets. And people started thinking twice about running around there without one.
Crazy. Ginge, what a wild walk down memory lane watching
It's so fun.
16 children moving in.
That's so fun. I just showed our girls a couple shows the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And Felicity was just like, wait, they were following you around? Like, I mean, what do you mean they were following you around? Like, were they just there all the time? I was like, kind of.
She asked if she was on TV.
And then she's like, wait, but I was on TV, right? Like, can I see you when I was on TV? So I showed her when we were in LA and we took a hike to the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
And we went down by the letters. And she's like, I went down by the letters when I was a baby? And I was like, yeah, you did. It was so cute.
Crazy.
It was so fun.
Well,
They
those will be
liked it.
fun memories for her one day. She'll
Yeah.
be sitting on a couch talking about those moments too.
Crazy.
Time flies.
This was fun.
Yeah, it's cool to walk down. And you have so much. It's funny, like you always say you have a bad memory, but then once you kickstart it with a visual, all this stuff comes out.
This just helps me to remember.
Yeah.
I think there were so many years of filming, it's hard to remember what all you did. And so I'd forget half of these details if it wasn't for having the show.
That's cool. All right. Well, there's more to be seen. We've got some more episodes to look at.
So fun.
18 years worth of episodes.
Don't worry, we're not going to make you bored and go
For
through
the
all
next
of them.
40 years on the podcast, we'll have episodes. But anyway, all right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next week.